Man, I got this swag. My hand up to my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Franklin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 42. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake, Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Yellow 80!
After the interception, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Zebra! 280! Zebra! Like 22! Like 50!
To throw is Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, ready! 20!
Back to throw, Stafford. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set! Blue 60!
Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue 60! Forty got.
Again, it's Stafford. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession. Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
To throw is Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Nix to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. On play action, here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Rams nothing. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Middle. 280. Double right.
Now Stafford. That's caught. Cooper Nakua. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for a Rams.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Big 20. 11.
Stafford now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Monday. 280. Easy.
To the air again, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
280. Stay 50. Hey, 50.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Rams nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Get it, 20! Alert!
Here's Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Get it, 20! Alert! Like 7! Oh, stay 50, stay 50.
Now Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams are back within a score.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Back to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
40 got. 40 got. Hey.
Stafford. Over the middle, he's got the hook up to Whittington. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 3.
White. 0. White. Monday.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. Nick's going to keep this himself.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Nix. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught on the right side. Williams. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Big 20.
Throwing is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
50.
To throw is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow lady! White.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 70! 22!
Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing, Nix. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. To throw, here's Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll change things up. They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Nix to the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Troy Reeder. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now, potentially, a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
50-50. Lady. Double right. 21.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
The 26-yard line.
250. Omaha, ready, move.
Looking to throw. Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Omaha, ready, move.
A first run now for Kyron Williams. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Waiting. Big 20. Moving hot.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the give, this is their fullback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Rams' 9-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready. Hey, what's the motion?
To throw is Nix. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
13.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This is 1st and 10.
180, 32. White.
Stafford now to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here comes 2nd down.
260.
Now it's Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Zebra. Alert. Hey, give me radar.
Now Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
59, number 20. And middle. Tonight.
Stafford now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some room to run now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Omaha. He goes, set. 21, 280. Big 20. Middle.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
280. Like 7. 32.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 20, Broncos 17. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And He brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Dobbins running out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now there's the timeout. Signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it's Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Evan Ingram. A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 37.
First down.
Here's a give to Dobbins. 78 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Operating from the gun, Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Captain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is a touchdown. Well, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Rams 20. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready. Ladies. Hey, 70. Hey, 22. Hey.
is, and we're going to get a delay of game. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Easy. Zebra. Tonight.
Now Stafford. Pass complete. It's Adams. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
2nd and 7.
Blue 60. 32. Alert. What do you have?
Stafford. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
250. Easy, alert. Hey, Red.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So it's a win here for the Broncos, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.